What's up, people? What's going on with it? I see Brian in the chat so far. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit that like button, wipe your feet, what I'm saying, before you come in. Go ahead and do that for your boy. Wait till a few little people roll up in here. Hope y'all enjoying the channel. I try to bring y'all best content I can, trying to get better with it, for 21. I'll bring y'all some more crypto videos coming up. I got a video Saturday I'm doing. It's mainly cryptocurrency. Shout out to that brother, Crypto King, aka Los. Los will be on the channel Saturday at 7 p.m. Make sure y'all tune into that. See, we got a few people in the house. Fly boy, what up, man? I gotta get up with you, Fly boy. I gotta find out your dates for Colombia, man. Might roll with you. I might meet you out there, man. Chop it up with you, homie. Jay Level in the building. I see you, Jay Level. It's Felicia Jordan. How you doing? How you doing? Jay Moore up in here. What's going on with it? Bad Cow, man. Cow. What's going on? Chisel in the house. What's going on? See Chisel. What's happening with y'all? Players. Players. Love and freedoms, man. Greetings to you, my brother. Greetings to you, brother. Brother, man. You know what I mean? Glorious in the house, man. What's going on, Glorious? Globe International. All right. Shout out to you. Make sure everybody, I know some of y'all be in here a lot. Make sure you check your page. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I got 40% of people that watch my channel aren't subscribed. And sometimes I go through people's page. I said, let me see if he's subscribed. He always be in here. And then that person will be subscribed. I'll be like, dang, that's crazy. Hit that subscribe button. It ain't going to cost you nothing, man. It ain't going to cost you a thing. Anyhow, I want to update y'all on Colombia. If you're traveling to Colombia within the next day, 2 week, month, shout out to Club Bank fellas. What's going on, Big Bad? What's happening? Make sure y'all check him out. And man put out a lot of content on Asia and everything. But anyhow, so if you're traveling to Colombia, initially they said they was gonna start the PCR test on the 12th. But now I had one of my subscribers go to Cartagena today, and they asked him for his PCR test. He had another brother, shout out to Razor Ramon. He went yesterday and they didn't ask, but today they started asking people for the test. So as of today, if you didn't have a PCR test, then you would have to quarantine for 2 weeks in Colombia. And I think they're giving you an option where you could take one, and you still got to quarantine. They didn't give a specific amount of time, but you wouldn't have to do like a 14-day quarantine. It would be less, but you don't want to go through that hassle. So if you're definitely booked to go to Colombia, tomorrow or within a week or within a month, make sure you go ahead and just get you a PCR test, and that test you should have that test within 96 hours of your travel, so make sure you guys take care of that. And also, Colombia, Medellin, they're having a curfew starting Friday through Tuesday. Friday through Tuesday. You have to be in the house from Friday all the way to Tuesday. That's in Medellin, Colombia. And you guys got to do your research when you're going. If you're going to Bogota, you're going to Cartagena or different cities, it's going to be different requirements. But the whole country of Colombia, you have to have the PCR test, all right? But as far as the curfew and everything, it's going to vary from city to city. So make sure you guys, if you're going to Um, let's just say you're going to Minas Island, so you're going to Bogota, you're going Cali. Make sure you call at embassy and try to find out the requirements. Or call that airport and find out what are the requirements. Not Miami Airport, not Fort Lauderdale, not New York. Call the airport, wherever city you're going, and find out what all they gonna need. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to make sure you do your homework also. But like I said, when you're dealing with certain countries, shit changes overnight. They pretty much do what they want to do. All right. So don't be mad at Richie Rich. You know what I'm saying? Richie Rich, you didn't tell me this and that. You gotta do your own homework too. I try to do my homework. Shout out to brother Markel. Uh, happy and retired in Medellin. He updates me all the time on this stuff. And when he updates me, I try to go and get the information too for you guys. You know, because I know a lot of you guys traveling. A lot of you guys hit me up on the side note. You know, this particular brother that went there today, you know, we had told him, well, if you're gonna be there before the 12th, you don't, you know, they wasn't requiring it. So they changed stuff. And you still can fly there. You still can fly there without the PCR test, but they're gonna quarantine you. Starting on the 12th, you can't even fly there without the test. So, you know, so that's the deal right now. And like I said, Medellin, Cartagena, they got different rules and stuff. You know, so this brother, luckily, he's in Cartagena, and I don't think they have a curfew for Cartagena right now. But I know Medellin has a curfew going on. Uh, Starting tomorrow. You know, you can't come out for a few days. So just be aware of that when y'all traveling. Of course, y'all heard of the DR curfew going on right now. I did a DR video about, I guess, a few weeks back talking about the curfew and stuff. And I try to tell people, you know, do your homework before you go. Make sure you do your homework before you go. So, anyhow, got a special guest coming on for a second. This brother's actually in Colombia, so he'll break this thing down a little better for y'all. Shout out to Jay Edwards. I see you back in the building. Where you been at? I see you. Yeah. Ben Umar in the building. What's going on with it? Special guest in the building. Let's learn Spanish. TV is in the building, y'all. If y'all want to learn Spanish from a brother, they call him Sensei. If you call this brother Sensei, you know this brother knows his Spanish. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, my brother?
Hey, nothing much, man. How you doing, man? You know, conectando culturas a través del lenguaje, creando solidaridad. Here, living in the city of Medellin, Colombia, man. Trying to make it do what it do.
That's what's up, my brother. What's going on out there with this curfew stuff? What's up with this pick a cellular? What's happening, man? You boots on the ground, man. I'm just here. Hey, like they say, man, Rich, you just sitting on your couch talking. You know, what's going on over there, brother?
All right, so let me break it down for you. Right now, tomorrow, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, they're going to have a 24-hour curfew. So they want you to stay in your house all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and all day Monday here in the city of Medellin, Colombia. After that, Tuesday at 5 a.m., is the 5 or 6 a.m., you can go back out, but then they're going to have a midnight curfew to like 6 or 5 a.m. And there's a holiday on Monday. So I think every time they have a holiday, they always do this extended curfew thing. That's one thing.
Right.
And
See this is a good point he brought up. On the site, they say the 12th. It's like I gave y'all the information. I gave that subscriber the information. Shout out to JJ. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times they don't update them sites, man. You know what I'm saying? So if they change their mind, you know, that's just how it go. Go ahead, brother. Continue, my brother.
yeah, to be on the safe side, go ahead and get your PCR test, like they said, 96 hours before you come. If you plan on coming anytime soon this month, go ahead and get your PCR test. As far as Pika de cédula, if your last number of your passport or your cédula, which is a state-issued ID, is an even number, you are only allowed to go into business establishments on an even day. So, for instance, tomorrow is the 8th. My last number is an even number. So I can only go into grocery stores and malls tomorrow, the 8th, the 10th, the 12th, like that. But if you have local stores, they're not really into it like that. They don't really check too much. Like today, I went to a store. I didn't have my cedula on me. I just told them I was a translator for somebody who had their cedula. But that's what pico de cedula is. So either your passport or your state ID, which they call cedula.
All right. Shout out to Yak, new subscriber. Thanks for the information. I guess I'm going back to Sasua. Brother, let's talk about Sasua. They have a curfew right now. It's 5 p.m. during the week, 12 noon on the weekend. Now,
Wow.
I believe that curfew is about to end. So I give y'all some new information on that when I find out. Because it was supposed to be a 10-day curfew on that. So shout out to Flip Flop. Flip Flop always update everybody. You know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned on that and make sure you check on that, brother. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for that donation. I just plugged the brother Let's Learn Spanish TV channel. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to him. Let's get this brother to 1,000, man, so he can start sending some money on YouTube and he can start posting some more videos. But right now he ain't at 1,000, so he ain't seeing that bread. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this brother to 1,000, man. But tell the people what you do, man. How you do it online? You teach Spanish to the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Let them
Okay.
know how it works, man.
Okay, sure. So I do group classes and I do one-on-one classes. And I do tutoring. If you want a class or if you want tutoring, it's a different approach. What I do is I send you the link. I use StreamYard, and then we'll do just like this. We have good internet connection, good hearing, and I give you the classes. What I do is if you're a basic beginner or absolute beginner, I'll just start you from zero. But if you have a little bit of knowledge of speaking the language, not a few vocabulary words, because you can know a few words, but that don't mean you can speak it. But I test you to see what level I can get you on and to look for your opportunities as far as what do you need to take it to the next level and to advance and progress as far as speaking and understanding the language.
Right. And I will say this, y'all. I did take classes with him, and I'm a Spanish class dropout. That's my fault, but I'm going to roll back into the college of Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon. I should have been done it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with with the Corona stuff going on. I should have came back to the class. You know what I'm saying? But make
Especially
sure
the many
y'all check.
times you come out here.
Right. But hey, you know how it is, man. You know how brothers is.
Right. Well, I understand. And to be honest, I'll tell people you have to at least be able to dedicate at least 1 hour every day. Not 2 hours or 3 hours on a Sunday, 1 hour every day, because your brain has to process it slowly but surely. It's a step-by-step thing. And you have to get used to hearing it. So you can't cram it. It's not something you cram in for a test. It's just like any sport, any physical exercise. It's a process you have to dedicate at least a minimum of an hour a day.
All right, shout out to this brother. SPK say, I just got here finna dip. Lockdown in Bogota and Medellin. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, unfortunately, he may be right.
Right.
Shout out to SPK, man. Check out his channel today. He's doing some good things, man.
Oh, word? Okay. Check him
Yeah.
out.
I'm a subscriber of his channel too.
I think I heard that name before though. Go check him out. SPK lifestyle. So he do a lot of traveling, or he mainly
Yeah, well,
Colombia?
he came here I think he came here recently, he can explain it better than I could. But he came here recently. He was living in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if he's still out here, if you're still out here, man, hit me up, man. Let's link up and do a video, man. You here in my city, man. Let's link up, man. I'll show you around for what I can. Try to dip out on this curfew, man. Before you leave, man, let's link up if you can.
Right. He got a pretty big channel, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Real big channel.
yeah.
Y'all go check that brother out. SBK Lifestyle, just like you said. Shout out to Jay Level. He said, I just subbed to the brother's channel. I think he just subbed your channel.
All right, thank you, man.
We got to
Appreciate
get you
that.
to 1,000, man. We got to get you up there, brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the drive. This is the drive right here. I'm going
You
in. I
close?
guess you said what?
I said, you close? I think you got, what, 600 or something?
Yeah, I'm a little bit over 600. So I'm going in. I guess if I'll be on lockdown this weekend, I guess I can dedicate more video editing because I'll be in the house.
Uh-oh. What that mean? You ain't
Well,
giving brothers a hand, is you?
just put it like this here. I'm not one to respect too much authority figure. So, I mean, my thing is this here. Okay, I do one day in the house, but the rest of the time, I mean, you're not going to quarantine the virus away.
Right, right. Shout out to Mr. Gadget ATL. That brother got a good channel too. Y'all check him out.
All right.
Scorpio in the building. You know Scorpio, man? Like
Yeah, man. I was just had lunch with him yesterday, man. We've been hanging out a lot, man. Check out his channel. I don't know if he has his channel out yet, but check his channel
yeah,
out.
he out. He out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Check
We was
him out.
we were supposed to hang out tonight, but I was scrambling and grambling for this daggone quarantine. I had to go grab groceries. I'm not used to buying a bunch of groceries and sitting in there, man. I usually go day by day or something like that.
Right, right. Elvis said he don't recommend Colombia right now. Too many COVID-19 cases. I mean, I'm not gonna say don't go because of the COVID. Cause shit, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, man. You know what I'm saying? Got COVID clubs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything open. Huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say don't go because of the COVID, but this quarantine and curfew is really, really annoying. That might be a problem.
All right, Fred just coming in the building, so we're gonna recap a little bit. Basically, in Colombia, if you're going to Colombia, you gotta have a PCR test. If you don't, then they'll quarantine you for 14 days, and on the 12th, you won't be able to travel there regardless. Plus, the brother just explained. You want to explain the curfew situation one more time for these brothers?
Okay. All right. So the curfew situation is starting tomorrow, Friday, January the 8th at 8 p.m. You are supposed to be in the house until Tuesday, 5 a.m. Let's see, 12 to Tuesday the 12th. There's supposed to be there's no come out and then go in by a certain time. You're supposed to be in the house all day from Friday night till Tuesday morning.
Right, right. Okay. That's what's up. So now y'all know what's going on. And like I said before, if you're going to a different city, if you're going to Cartagena, you're going to Cali, all that, man, do your own homework. You know, I try to give people updates. I try to, do what I can, but every city gonna have different restrictions, man.
Right.
So just make sure y'all, check, call that airport, call that airline, call the embassy, whoever you got to call. Sometimes when you go on these websites and these different things, they don't have it updated, or they'll change their mind and drop of a dime, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do y'all homework before y'all travel. I think I might be going to Colombia in February, Cartagena. So
Right.
I'm just gonna get me a PCR test before I go, regardless if they ask for one or not. Because this brother showed up to the airport today, and luckily he had his. He just took it. Said, "I'm just gonna take one, just to take one," because he knew on the 12th they was requiring it. You know what I'm saying? Another brother went yesterday and they didn't require. You see what I'm saying? So day to day, they change. So just be aware, man. You know, when y'all travel, we always gotta do our homework. You know, we do our homework on the chicas, we do our homework on the clubs, and do your homework on the flight and the travel situation, restrictions, curfew. You know what I'm saying? But I try anytime I hear about stuff like this, especially as one of my subscribers, and I try to put the information out right then because I don't want nobody having a bad trip. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they coming ahead, you got 7 days to party, and they want you to be in quarantine for 7 days. You just gonna be like,
Shit, it's supposed to be 2 weeks.
yeah,
Boy,
well, 2 weeks, yeah, exactly. So imagine that, 2 weeks.
but the average brother gonna go there for 5 days.
Right, he only gonna
So,
be there for 5 days. So you gonna come in here to stay in the house?
right.
Don't do that.
And then the guys that's lucky enough to come for 2 weeks, I mean, you know. So most people gonna go to Medellin, they gonna go 3 to 5 days.
Exactly.
Gotta go back to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it is. See the God in the house. See the God now change his name up. YouTube Premium, 2 month trial. What that about, bro? Tell us what that about. What's the travel situation for DR? DR not requiring no PCR test, but they do have the little curfew going on down there now, and I think that's supposed to end in the next few days. But then they could extend it. So whenever I find out some real information, I'll let you guys know. So right now I don't know, but I know the curfew is 5 p.m. during the week, 12 noon on the weekend. It's crazy.
Yeah, imagine that you got to be in by 12 noon.
12 noon, that's rough. Uh, but you know, people still traveling down there, brothers still going, having a good time. I know one brother, he got a villa. You know, he have his peoples there on the weekend. He's still having a good time, and in some of those private areas, like Castle Linda and places like that, if you got a few friends that live within in that community, you still could drive around and do what you gotta do. And I think they have have like well, they do have a restaurant and a store on the ground. So I believe though the restaurant and store is still open. So if you do need to get around, you know, because it's more like private property, so they can't really control private property. So if you go in to
Right, right.
DR, man, get you a villa over there or one of these other private areas where you still probably can bounce around a little bit. Shout out to Hurricane Los, man. Hurricane C Los, you know what I'm saying, in the building. Appreciate that donation, my brother. Tap Twan up in here, you know what I'm saying? So what's the deal with Medellin, man? Now, I ain't been out there in a year, man.
Hmm.
What's going on out there, brother?
Well,
Besides curfew and everything.
well, in Medellin, the situation is the same thing that's been going on. Same ripping and running. Me ripping and running. Just now it's a curfew. Like recently, it was a curfew for 10 o'clock p.m. But I get up. I'm an early riser, so I'm not usually out the house too late anyway. I might be just at the latest. I might be out past. I might be out. It's 10 o'clock. Most of the restaurants and stuff and stores be closing like around 9 around this time now. So I really wasn't out. The curfew really didn't affect me too much. Um, people it's still a lot of visitors coming in. It's still a lot of things to do. It's just you got to do it within the hour of the curfew. Yeah, beautiful weather. Well, the rainy season is up now. It's over. The rough season was let me see, November, December, the past 2 months with all the rainy seasons. But now the rainy season is done, and it's been some beautiful weather.
All right, shout out to Jay Lever. He said I was supposed to go to Sasua Saturday. I canceled and took the flight credit. I'm not going to do a 12 p.m. curfew on week. And my people are saying the curfew will be extended. Well, I mean, like you say, you never know, man.
Yeah.
You know, I can't speak on that right now. And I mean, most likely, probably, hey, we'll see. That's the only thing I can say. But I think you did the right thing. You know,
Yeah,
that's what I would have done. Because when I was there,
absolutely.
it was a curfew. It was 9 p.m. during the week and 7 o'clock on the weekends. And I mean, I didn't have no problem dealing with it. Some people like, I wouldn't have went. But I'm like, bro, most nights I'm in the house at 5 or 6 anyhow, but I do have that option to get out. But usually I'm not out after 10. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, hey,
Yeah.
I wasn't really trying to go to the club and Envy. I wasn't trying to be around big crowds like that anyhow. So
Right.
it didn't affect me, you know.
Yeah.
Not right now. But normally, if it wasn't Corona season, then yeah, I'll go to the club definitely. But
Hmm.
but during this season, man, I ain't trying to go to Club Corona. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
Fuck that shit. But they be like, oh man, but you go to work. Hey, bro,
Gotta work.
ain't got no choice. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I had it like that, I wouldn't. Shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly.
So man, you got a lot of expats in Medellin now. I mean, like I knew it was always a lot, but you got a lot. Like,
Oh man, you got a lot. Every time I turn around, I'm seeing expats. I was just coming home tonight and I heard two girls walking up the street speaking English, and I could tell by the accent they were from the States.
yo, that's another thing. It's a lot of sisters out in Medellin too, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of people. If you came to Medellin, Colombia, and you said I might get homesick, it's really things and you can do in crowds of people and people you can meet out here that would keep you from getting homesick.
Right. Shout out to Airport. He says, Roller, is your guest a genius? How comes his Spanish is so good?
No, I'm not a genius. I dedicate a lot of time and effort to learning the language. I'm a language enthusiast. And my thing is, I wasn't born speaking Spanish. So what I did was take myself through a step-by-step process to get fluent. And then I remember and I said, okay, well, a lot of people who are going to want to learn the language are going to come from the same background I came from. So take them through the steps that you went through. And I made it a process.
Right, right. Shout out to Elvis, man. He brings up a good point. If you go to DR, you go to resorts and stuff like that, and let's say the resort is on the beach, then you still could get out and go on the beach. That's a good point right there. So that's another alternative to traveling because it's like if you in Buffalo, New York, or you in different places where it's cold as shit, you already got your vacation planned for DR. Maybe you want to change your hotel and or your Airbnb. Maybe you want to go to a resort where you still can have everything. Still can have a good time. So that is an option. So good point right there, my brother. Shout out to everybody. Jason Hills in here. Greg G, the key maker. Shout out to y'all, brothers. Appreciate appreciate everybody stopping by. Make sure everybody spreads the word or whatever. I'm not gonna be on this live too much longer. So any good questions y'all have or suggestions, go ahead, type that in the chat. Anything else you want to talk about, my brother?
Let's see.
You want to
Well,
give out some information on how they can contact you? But let me post your channel up again. I
yeah,
know.
just go ahead. Yep, just go ahead, hit me up. Just give me a message on my channel. Want to watch one of the videos? Thank you. Give me a like. Don't cost you nothing to give me a like, thumbs up, and send me a message. I'll respond to messages. Then I can send you my email address. As a matter of fact, I'll give it to you. Then you could put it here in the chat.
All right, putting it in the private.
Yeah, I'll put it in the private here.
Yeah, this brother teaches Spanish online, brothers.
In
So
English too.
yeah, so if you got somebody out there in DR or wherever in the world, then he can teach them English. So you know.
Right. And the good thing about the only good thing I can say about coronavirus is it helped me to put my online learning platform accelerated, because at first when I was here and living in Colombia, I was teaching president face-to-face classes. But then when coronavirus came, they went to online. So I was able to get more online experience and time as well.
That's what's up. Is it better to teach online or you like doing it in person better?
Well, for convenience sake, online is good, but online may not be for everybody. Because as far as teaching online is concerned, you have to be very disciplined and dedicated. You have to be very professional. It's not like, oh, I'm in my house, so it's easy. No, you really have to still keep your charisma and your professionalism when you're teaching online as well. And sometimes people may get a little bit lax, and for example, you don't want to show up in your pajamas. You don't want to have people in the background making noise. You don't want to have people in the background walking back and behind you in distractions.
Right.
You want to give them your undivided attention. And then when you have multiple students in one class, you have to make sure you're reaching to all of them, because you don't want somebody sitting in the background with their camera turned off and they're not grasping the concepts.
Facts. Shout out to Fireman. Said, should you rent a car in Cartagena? You been to Cartagena? You want to answer that?
Yeah, I would not rent a car anytime in Colombia, period. I mean, rent a car in Cartagena, no. I mean, because you have what we call in-driver, you have Uber, and you have taxis. They're so inexpensive when it comes to the U.S. or European, Canada, and U.S. budget, that you really don't need to be driving. Then you don't want the headache of having to, if you get in an accident and people say, "Oh, it was his fault," and they're trying to extort money out of you, simple stuff. You don't want to deal with the buffoonery. So renting a car, I wouldn't recommend it. Then you got to find a place to park. And the streets are tight. And a lot of times driving here in Colombia, the people drive differently. They drive more aggressive and more tighter and faster. So that may make people nervous who come from the States, depending on where you come from. But the transportation situation is so inexpensive here, I wouldn't drive.
And ain't much parking in Cartagena.
Right. There's not much parking in Cartagena.
Like I said, my subscriber hit me up today and we were talking. He was asking me about Uber in Cartagena. But as far as I know, it may work down there, but it's so many taxes and it's so cheap. Like you can go from Boca Grande, one side of Boca Grande, all the way to the Wall City or whatever. It's like $2.50. Like $3, man. Like it's cheap. 8 mil. The most I got charged was 10 mil. Even coming from the airport, it's I think it's 20 mil. How much is 20 mil?
Let me see, 20 mils. Let me see,
It's under $10, right?
It's 20 mils. Let me see, it's about $8.
Yeah, $7, $8. Now he did exchange his money at the airport, and I got on his ass for that, right? But y'all gotta remember, most airports in the world will take USD. Now I'm not gonna say all of them, but Colombia, places like that, most of them will, right? In your experience, right? They will take a little cash, US, right?
Yeah, they will take the cash, but I would recommend, if you got to change your money over at the airport, to change only the minimum amount you need to get to your hotel, to your location where you're going to stay.
Right. Or what you could do is, what I've done in the past is, once you hop in that cab, you say, hey, man, take me to an ATM. Hey,
Yeah,
man, drop me off at this, well, take me to the store or whatever. And go ahead and take care of that shit while
yeah,
you go into your spot. And you can exchange your
right,
money and do all that. And you can pay him in pesos or whatever, you
right.
know. But one thing about taxi cabs, like, they're not in a rush, because the longer you ride, the longer you with them, the more money they make. So,
Exactly.
uh, and also Uber is supposed to be legal in Colombia, right?
Yeah, it's allegedly illegal in Colombia, but we have a thing called in driver.
Right.
An in driver allows you to pay cash. So, fellas, ladies, everybody, download the app called in driver. What you can do is use the GPS to track your location. Then you can put in where you want to go, the address where you want to go, and then you can offer a price. If the price is too low, the drivers will counter offer. Then you can meet somewhere in between, but it's paid in cash.
Right, right,
So you know that when you get in that car and they take you to your destination, it's going to be a set price. They're not going to drive around and try to get extra money out of you. They're not going to pay the little silly taxi cab games that sometimes, unfortunately, taxi cabs play. They don't know where it's at. How you don't know where it's at? You've been living here all your life.
right, right, right. Yeah, I mean, I had some bad experiences with taxis in Medellin, but Cartagena, man, them people, I had no issues, no problem. But even in Colombia, man, it was just one or two little incidents, where the cab was like, I don't know where this spot at, I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
But I figured out after that first time, I said, just put your GPS on and show them your damn phone, like go here, like you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Some of them will run the game. Y'all know how taxis do. They do that here in America too, but. Uh, It is what it is. But Cartagena, man, I don't recommend no Uber out there, bro. Just jump in the cab, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Simple.
recommend the Uber in Cartagena because you be sitting around and then it's a little bit smaller and tighter. The streets a little bit smaller and tighter. Then you don't want to be sitting around waiting for all day for somebody to accept the ride.
Right, right. And like I say, it's only 8 to 10 mil for a ride from one side of the town to the other. If they ask you for more than 10 mil, man, and maybe they charging you a little much, But even
Yeah,
at
they
10 mil, that ain't nothing, man.
if they ask me for more than that, then they trying to extort you.
Facts, facts, facts. And even in Medellin, I mean, it's cheap to get a cab, man. You go on well. How much a cab costs from like Centro to El Poblado? 'Cause that's a pretty long ride, right?
But Central to El Poblado, no, really, Central to El Poblado is not too long of a ride. It shouldn't cost you no more than I would say 15,000 COP. Remember, I'm speaking in prices of COP. So 15,000 COP is about $4.30.
Right. So
Uh,
that's cheap. Why would you rent a car, man? Now in DR, I always rent cars when I go down there. Some people don't want to drive a DR. I mean, I just like driving down there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I had no problem driving in DR. I've rented cars in DR before, and the good thing was like and DR is smaller, so I would rent a car from the airport. I drive all the way up to Santiago, so Sua. I drive to San Pedro, and it's easy. It's easy driving for me once you get out of the city metropolitan areas. But I've driven in DR before plenty of times.
D Hicks said, "Don't take your ride, your mango order." Nah, I mean,
No,
nah, man. Why would a mango order your ride anyhow? Like, you're in a hotel, Airbnb. Usually they'll know a taxi cab they can call for you.
right,
Especially
exactly,
in hotels. I mean, they're gonna have a cab pull up in 5 minutes. You
right,
know,
exactly.
and at the airport, you just. Oh, this is another thing I want to say. When you at the airport, make sure you ride them official taxi cabs. Don't, because I remember when I went to I think it was Bogota. Might have been Bogota, man. But anyhow, when you're in the airports, sometimes they'll have little people and they'll be hustling. Like, hey, you need a ride, and they'll take you out to a cab. Now that might be a good cab. They might be just hustling, but try to go with them official guys that's actually recommended from the airport. You know what I'm saying? So just walk outside and most of the airports they have white on or they might have a certain color on. Medellin, they
Right.
got white, right?
Yeah, white. They got white. They got white dress shirts on. They usually have people lined up and they'll get a tech cab for you. And most of the times, like I know in Cartagena and in Cali, they'll print out a receipt for you. They have like a little desk and they'll print out a receipt for you, like where you're going. This is how much it should cost.
All
But
right,
one
Ken Fanboy bring up a good point. Now, let me rephrase that. If you got a recommended cab, you know this guy. Because usually if I go to Medellin or something, I have a cab that's already recommended.
mhm,
Something like that. You're right. You don't want to leave your stuff in the car or whatever. Nah, you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Good point right there, my brother. glad you caught that. I don't want nobody saying, Richie rolled off of my shit. Right. But yeah, man. So everybody, I mean, everybody pretty much. Most of the guys in here, they well traveled, so they know the game, man.
Right, exactly.
Know the
Another
game.
thing is I wanted to say about exchanging money. When you come into the airport at Medellin, Maria Jose Cordova, if you come outside, when you come out of customs, like you're about to get outside and catch a ride to the city, go up the steps. There's a money exchange place. If you go up the escalator and exchange, if you got to exchange money, go up the escalator and exchange money there instead of before you come out inside of customs. The place inside of customs give you a lower rate than the one if you go up the escalator and exchange up there. The one if you go up the escalator and exchange up there, they give you the better rate. I mean, same location, but for some reason, the one inside of customs, in before you come out of through customs, they give you a lower rate, which I don't understand that. You're both at the airport.
Right. Yeah, and then furthermore, you can get money exchange at most of your banks. I mean, before you leave, if you just one of them
Yeah,
guys, you gotta have your money. You know what I'm saying? So you can do that. But me personally, man, I like to use ATMs and stuff, man. I know a
yeah,
lot of guys don't want to do that, but one thing about the ATM, man, you covered. You know what I'm saying? You covered. So let's just say something do happen, your bank will back you up.
right. And not only that, also another thing is if you're a, if you're a frequent traveler, a good idea would be to get Charles Schwab investment checking account.
Yes,
Charles
sir.
Schwab investment checking account reimburses you all international ATM fees.
Yes, sir. Got mine right here. You
Oh
know,
yeah, you got the white card. I got the silver one.
right. Hey, you got the platinum, brother. I ain't got that money like that.
Yeah, I tell here. Listen,
They say when you got 100,000 in that motherfucker.
nah, bro, I'm just a hard working man out here in the world, man. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby.
Right. What's going on though? So any other questions before we get out of here? I know brother Domain got things to do. What you got going on tonight, man? This is the last night before the curfew, brother. Got all your grocery stuff?
Well, I'm gonna go out tomorrow get some more groceries, but personally, right now, if I don't know, I'm supposed to get company, so I don't know. Sometimes sometimes they wear you down. You just need a moment to yourself to relax and chill. But I'm supposed to have company come through, so we'll see how that goes.
He's saying Naval Federal as well.
Okay.
PayPal does the same as Charles Schwab. So how do you use? Oh, if you got a PayPal card, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I got a PayPal account too. That's PayPal is pretty solid out here.
Shout out to Tay International. I think he out there with Ace now. Out there in Bogota, I believe.
Bogota, Bogota,
Right,
Bogota.
transfer wise. I heard of that before. I heard of that. Man, so you gonna be on Netflix and chill.
I don't know how much chilling I'll be doing.
Right. So if y'all traveling, man, make sure y'all how you say, man, you gotta get you some grocery at night. I mean for the night and especially at DR, man. If you had that 12 noon curfew and you ain't got no bottled water in your crib, you screwed, bro.
Yeah. Oh, make sure you
That
got
happened
plenty
to
of
me
water.
one night. Yo, I got caught in the 7 p.m. curfew. I didn't have no water left. And I was in Santiago at the time. So it
Uh-huh.
was another time in Sasua when I was in Sasua and I didn't have no water. But luckily, the security guard guy, he went and got me some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Shot him a little tip or whatever.
Right.
See, that's one thing about DR, man. DR, a lot of times you can bend rules and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But Colombia, man, hey, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's a little bit more stricter out here than DR, but you know, some places you can bend a little bit of rules as well. I know in the barrios and the places like in the further out from like Poblado and El Centro, it ain't gonna be too much what's it quarantine or curfew. People gonna go about their daily business.
Right. So you could drink the water in Medellin.
Yeah, the
You
water
drink that
is
water, man?
well, I don't drink water, bottled water. I only drink bottled water everywhere I go in the world. That's just what I do. But I have had occasions where I ran out of bottled water here in Medellin and Cali. Yeah, I drink the water out the tap if I really need to.
Right. Shout out to Hector Lopez. Yeah, man. That was a fucked up night, bro. That shit.
Woo!
I kept looking at the faucet. I was like, yo, should I
Don't
drink
do it.
this shit?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Not in DR.
I
Don't do
wonder,
it.
what if I had boiled the water?
No, I still wouldn't trust it, bro.
For real?
Yeah, not in DR, bro. Not
Even
in
if I
Dominican.
boiled it?
Yes, even if you boiled it, I still wouldn't trust it.
Oh, man. Damn, bro. But yeah, it was a long night, bro. It was a long man. That shit was crucial, man. But all right, Sugar Skull said he drank the water in Medellin and it messed him up bad. I believe that. I mean,
Well,
it's just like if you're here in the States and you live in, let's say I live in Georgia, right? If I go to Florida and I drink their water, that shit'll fuck me up.
oh yeah,
State
Florida
is
tap water
different.
is terrible. Don't ever drink that.
Yeah, don't drink water in Florida, period. Period. Like, hell no. But
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Woo, don't do that.
shout out to Sugar Skull, man. I gotta get you on the show, man. I gotta get you on, man. He took that vaccine, man.
Oh, you took the
Got-
vaccine?
We gotta do a weekly update on you, man. How
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feeling this week, brother? I'm good. How you feeling this week? All right. We gotta do a weekly check on you, brother. Jackie Addison, what's going on? He out there in Florida. Well, I think he in Medellin right now. You know Jackie Addison?
yeah.
Yeah, you know him, right? Yeah. We was all together last year, right?
It's
Park and
definitely.
shit. Yeah. Yo, that was a great trip, man.
Yeah, it was. It
Meet up
was.
with the guys from the Brotherhood and
Yeah.
WTU. Man, that was a
Yes.
good trip, bro. Yeah,
Shout
that
out
was
to Big Tim. Shout out to Big Tim, man. That's a funny dude, man. I like that dude, man.
yeah. Big Town was out there. Shout out to James Jones. You know who that is?
Uh,
That's Gator.
okay. See,
Gator right there.
I know him as Uncle G, Uncle Gator.
Don't let folks drink all your orange juice too. It's an inside joke.
Yeah, I did a video about well, I didn't do a video. I sent the video to the WhatsApp chat group about when I was in quarantine, stuck out there in Cucuta. I had Shorty come over and she was killing my orange juice. Like, damn, you ain't never drank orange juice before in your life? I was like, yo, how fucking thirsty are you drinking all my orange juice?
But
Time for
orange
you to
juice is a
go.
lot cheaper in those countries, though, right?
Exactly, it's a lot cheaper. But I'm like, yo, it's at nighttime. I got a half a bottle of orange juice. You smash it and leave a sip in there, and then even say, oh, you want some of this? You just smash it and put it back in the refrigerator and leave a sip. Like on Harlem Nights, how you gonna drink the orange juice and leave a sip in the container? You might as well finish it.
Might as well, man. I hate that type of shit. Shout out to James Jones for that donation. Fireman says a curfew in Cartagena. As far as I know, no. As
Yeah,
far
as
as
far
I
as I know,
know,
no.
do your homework, brother. Call the embassy or whoever you got to call. Call Cartagena. Now, I don't know, man. But as far as I know, they don't have a curfew right now.
Right. Now, somebody I know went out there was out there last week, and there was not a curfew in Cartagena.
Just to dump your boyfriend 305. Shout out to him. He said he drinking tap water. last week is better than the vaccines. But you live in Florida, so you probably used to it. You know what I'm saying? You come up here in Georgia, you might be like, oh, y'all water is terrible. Because the water is different from state to state, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, state to state there. Florida water, I wouldn't drink. I lived in Atlanta. And yeah, that Florida water. Mm, mm, mm.
You got to hit that spot tomorrow. It's going to be a long 40. So people still going to be getting around on them 4 days, right? Do they got
um,
like essential workers they got to work, right?
yeah, they got essential workers. They're gonna have bus drivers. The bus is gonna be running. The train is gonna be running. Like I said, to be honest with you, last curfew, I was only in for one day. The next day, I was like, I can't take it no more. I went out. People were out. It depending on what part of town you're in, how strict the police are going to be. Like where I stay in, I only saw the whole time I went out. I was supposed to be in. I was only saw one police go up the main street, and they were minding. They wasn't even thinking about nobody out on the streets. They weren't running up on people like, "What you doing out here?" It's a lot more. Policing is a lot more relaxed here than from the states.
Right, right. All right, Tar Heel Youngster, we'll go over the updates again. Basically, you're going to Colombia, get you a PCR test. Make sure you have that within 96 hours of arriving to Colombia. Um, you know, be aware that Medellin, they have a curfew. You want to tell them about the curfew again?
Yes, the
It's the
curfew
third
starts.
time, but we'll do it again. Go ahead.
Yes, the curfew starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and it's supposed to be 24 hours Saturday, 24 hours Sunday, 24 hours Monday. And then Tuesday at 5 a.m., you can come back out your house again.
Right, right, right. Okay. And then from there, they got it the following weekend too, or what?
I don't think they're going to have, they didn't announce it. I don't think they're going to have it the following weekend because the following weekend is not a holiday. Monday is a holiday. So around holidays, they really put down a more strict curfew. But during the week, I think the curfew is going to be 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. or midnight to 6 a.m.
Just tell the cop you got diarrhea and you're going to the pharmacy for medicine. I bet
Yeah,
he.
that's true.
Shh.
That's true. The pharmacies will be open. If they stop you, tell them you're sick, you got to go to the pharmacy to get some medicine. They'll let you go. The pharmacies will be open. Start coughing, tell them you got that Rona. You got to go get something for it. They probably run from you.
All right. Yeah. Just tell him. Make sure he got his PCR test and keep going. Within the next month or so. But just check. Don't check with me. I gave you what I can, but make sure
Right,
you do your own homework. Check with the airline. Not the airline in Miami, the airline in Medellin. If that's where you're going, make sure you check with them. Check with the embassy. Sometimes when you go to the websites, it's not gonna be updated.
right,
So make sure you make your calls and do your homework. I would say if you're going next month, still take a test. You know what I'm saying? Within 96 hours of arriving to Colombia. So if you got a test and it's 90 hours and you got 6 more hours to go, but you're not gonna reach Colombia until 7 more hours, then your test might not be no good. So make sure you got to time that thing real good. Do not travel on no fake PCR test, fellas. I'm telling y'all now. Because I
yeah,
know
don't
there's
do that.
guys out there making them, they photoshopping them. I had some guys in Brazil, local Brazilians, that faked theirs and they got arrested. I think they got like 6 months. They had another white girl, I don't know what country, I forgot what country she was in, but she faked hers also. She's doing a little time, so you don't want to do that. You don't want to get caught up.
Yeah, I mean it's not worth to fake it because yeah, you may get over, but what happens if you get caught? Is it really worth it? Nah, just go ahead and get the test.
Right, I'm gonna put the main link back in here again. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. You gonna drop us some Colombia videos too, man? Or what's the deal, pimping?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
They want
Yeah.
some Parque Aires videos, man.
Well, my channel ain't really about that.
They
It's
want
about the
teaching Spanish in the Parque Aires, practicing your Spanish. You gotta be creative with it, man.
You're right. You're right. I guess I can
Practicing
get on.
my Spanish in Parque Aires.
Right. Yeah, I can get on. I can get on a little bit on the street scene, teaching Spanish. You're right.
All right, what happened to that beautiful young lady you did that commercial with? You
Oh,
caught her power.
she went back to she was here in Medellin. She went back to where is she from? She was from I forget where she was from. She's from Tumaco, Turbo. And she went back there. She ain't been back to Medellin and when I told her to hit me up next time she get a chance when she get back here. But she ain't been back in a minute.
All right, let's roll the motherfucking tape for a minute. Let me show y'all his channel, you know what I'm saying? Don't hit me with no copyright, brother.
No, it's all good. We can't hear the sound.
Hold on. Hold on. You had another one where y'all did a
The
whole
commercial?
skit. Y'all did a whole skit.
Yeah. That
Right
one
here.
right there yeah, there it is. Share the sound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hold on. You can see it?
Yes. There you go.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Está bien? ¿Cuál es tu número? Mujeres,
Está
¿cómo
bien.
estás? ¿Está bien?
Yo, what's up, Carlos?
Hey, what's up, John? How you doing, man?
All right, man. What you reading there?
I'm trying to learn a little Spanish, man.
Man, I already speak Spanish.
You do?
Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo me llamo Juan. And Juan is Spanish for John.
Wow.
Yeah, boy. Look at that.
Nice.
I bet you I could get her number. Hola, mamá sota. Yo me llamo Juan. ¿Me tienes tu número, por favor?
¿Qué? Ay, no, señor, con su mala palabra no podemos comunicarlo. Sigo dándole linda la tarde y usted me está
Sí, más
molestando.
más tarde.
Y no, ya déjeme en paz, señor maleducado.
I told you I could speak Spanish. She says we're going to meet each other más tarde, later.
Shout out to Carter Travels, man.
Yeah. So the premise behind that was this guy know a few phrases and words and he think he know what he talking about, but the girl told him something totally different. And he just heard mas tarde. He was like, yeah, later on. She said, en la tarde, enjoying the afternoon.
Right. Yeah. That's what's up. Hey, man, I'm about to end this live, man.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Thank you for having me, as always.
Any last words you got for the people, man?
Yes. So if you are, traveling to a Spanish-speaking country, go ahead, whether it's with me or somebody else, preferably with me, invest your efforts and energy to learn the language and get a better appreciation and better communication. And, it's always an extra skill to learn a foreign language and you have nothing to lose.
That's what's up, my brother. So y'all got his channel link. Let me put his email back in there. His email in there. You gotta change that email now, man. Change the name of the channel.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of other things because I got a lot of stuff going on as far as that email address as well. It's a business links, a couple of things like with PayPal and such things like that too.
Yeah, I know how it is. You got to change them all, and people
Yeah,
still be hitting you on the old ones because of the videos. And yeah, I know. But I keep my old one too. Every blue moon, I still get an email. I'd be like, damn, dude, I got a new email. Hit me on the new one.
yeah.
Right. So let me give y'all my email. Y'all want to email me about different show suggestions or whatever,
The updates.
updates, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. Roll the tape, yahoo.com. You know what I mean? So shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that came in. Peace out. Oh, yeah, that first email that's his email right there. IndeluceLearning@gmail.com.
Right.
Hit him up, man. If you're in Medellin, man, you need a tour guide, he'll give you a tour. But anyhow, peace out, y'all.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Show your boy a little something. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show your boy a little something. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show your boy a little something. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show your boy a little something. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Roll the motherfucking tape.